Okay. Let's hit the roller here. If you don't have a roller, you can just you can usually just roll around on the ground and get enough out of it. So we're just going through a pretty basic roll here. Let's start it close to your ankles and work your way up. Start on the back of your ankles. Working your way up the back of your leg. Oh, I should. Sorry, guys, I forgot. I'm going to put the workout in the chat. This might take a second. So as you're rolling out, find the areas that are talking to you the most.
Hey, Brian, it's Carol.
Hey, Carol, how are you? Morning,
I'm
Jack.
good. How are you?
We're just rolling right now. I'm doing well. How's the family?
Everybody's pretty good. Thank you.
Yeah.
How about you?
We're doing all right. Now that we have more schoolwork to do, it's actually kind of easier to get into a routine.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have a lot of that.
No?
It's pretty minimal.
Even for the girls?
Yeah. They the high school came out and they basically all the classes are pass fail. They have 2 assignments per week that they have to do. So
What do they think of that?
they would rather go to school. And I mean, for some classes it's fine. For other classes, they don't want to be too far behind. So we'll see how it goes.
Right. All right, so we should be working our way up at least to your hips by now, sitting on top of that roller. Okay, so today we're going to go through a big warm up, and then we've got 5 rounds. It'll kind of be on your own time. We've got 5 rounds of, I put it in the chat too. So 20 jumping jacks, 10 goblet squats, 10 shoulder presses. That can be a shoulder press or a push press, meaning difference there is a shoulder press is just, pressing with your arm. A push press is where you can use your knees and pop the weight up. So depending on the weight that you have at home, do what you need to do there. 10 knee to opposite elbow. So you're going to be in that push-up position and you're bringing a knee across and across. So you're bringing your right knee to your left elbow and vice versa. Last one, band row, band or dumbbell row, depending on what your equipment is. You can do that. We'll show you. You can sit down, put the band around the bottom of your feet and row. You can hook it around a doorknob, or you can just do the dumbbell row. Okay, so getting into warm up here, let's start off on all 4s. All right, so we start off on all 4s. We're just gonna start with some rocking here. So you're gonna rock backwards. I'll show sideways. You just sit your butt back towards your heels, but try to keep your tailbone up. So don't let your back hunch and round over. So we're just reaching your tailbone up towards the ceiling as you push your hips towards your heels. So let's just rock forward and backward. So it's kind of like a squat movement. Like if you were to take me and stand me up on my feet, this would be like a really deep squat movement. That's what we want to try to get here. And let's start pushing your hips all the way forward, almost to a push-up position, and all the way back. Pushing your hips all the way forward to a push-up position, all the way back. No? Oh. All right, let's put one leg out to the side. for a groin stretch, and we're gonna go through that same range of motion. So one leg out to the side, push your hips forward and back. And switch to the other side. And good. Still on all fours. Okay, we're gonna circle that knee. We're just circling a knee around, starting to warm your hip up. And switch the other direction. So still rotating, rolling that, drawing circles with your kneecap. Take that same leg, push your heel up towards the ceiling. Think about keeping your knee at 90 degrees. And let's go to the other side. So other leg rotating, spinning circles. Other direction. And push that heel up towards the ceiling. Make sure as you're pushing your heel up that you're not letting your back, your low back arch or drop. So we don't want to be getting height because you're arching your back. We want to be getting the height because you're extending your hip. And good there. Okay, so we're gonna do that alternating pigeon pose. So we're bringing this leg up in front. So bring it up in front for a pigeon pose or piriformis stretch. And then you're gonna put both feet back and bring the other one forward. So we'll do about a 3-second hold here with each one. And switch. And switch. 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 And last time on each side, let's switch. And one more switch. And good. From there, relax, roll over onto your back. You're gonna grab the back of your leg, pushing your foot up towards the ceiling for a hamstring stretch. Try to touch the back of your other knee to the ground. So one leg we're pulling up for a stretch. Try to touch the back of your lower leg to the floor. And we switch. Relax your head if you can here. And good, let's point the bottom of both feet at the ceiling and drop one heel down to tap the floor and come back up. And we'll alternate. Let's do 6 each there. All right, once you're done there, let's go ahead and stand up. We're gonna go hands to the floor. Okay, so we'll go hands to the floor for kind of a groin and hamstring stretch. From there, we're gonna push one hand into the floor. We're gonna rotate up. Try to point your fingertips at the ceiling. And we'll alternate. Let's do each side 5 times. So this is a rotation for your upper back. Try not to shift your hips. Literally just rotating up, trying to point your fingertips and shoulder at the ceiling. It's kind of a little bit more active version of what we usually do on the floor when you open up. Okay, so we're gonna stand nice and tall here, and we're gonna go driving that knee into your opposite hand. So just keep this arm straight, like it's like locked out. And then you're gonna push your knee into it. So we're pushing up and across, and then we're gonna reach out, SLDL, come back up, tap, or push your knee into your opposite hand, reaching back, SLDL. Okay, so let's do that 5 times each side. Take it nice and easy this morning. No, stay on the same side for 5. And then switch. As well as I slept last night. Shitty right now. I didn't go for a walk this morning. All right, from there, we're going to go lateral lunges. We're going to step out to one side, bring your feet to the middle, and then step out to the other side. So we're going to alternate lateral lunges here, just working our way in. Let's do 10 of each. We want to get this lateral warm up because we're going to be doing jumping jacks, so we want to make sure we've warmed your feet up to hitting the floor. Okay, because we are going to be doing some jumping here in the warm-up, we're going to do 10 calf raises. So you're just standing, pushing up towards the ceiling. Starting to warm your feet and your calves and your ankles up. So after you do 10, we're going to do 20 bounces. So your ankles are going to stay stiff. Whole body's going to stay stiff, just like you're doing a standing plank. And we just bounce on the ankles like this, like you're jumping rope. And we'll just do 20 bounces. Okay. All right, good. So we're doing 5 rounds. It's going to be at your own speed today. You can kind of stick with us if you want. If you like us talking through it, I'm going to be talking through some exercises as we go. So if you want to stick with us, stick with us. If you want to go ahead, you can sprint ahead of us. If you're taking your time, that's all right too. So do what you need to do here. We're going to start with 20 jumping jacks and then right into 10 goblet squats. Okay, you can make the goblet squats with weight or body weight, whatever you need today. But let's start with 20 jumping jacks. I'll start our workout timer here. Okay, so we got 5 rounds of 5 exercises. First one is jumping jacks. Ready? And here we go. Right into goblet squats. We can do 10 goblet squats. Ten shoulder press or push press. Difference again is a shoulder press, you're just standing tall and pressing up over your head. 10 each side. In a push press, you can kind of use your knees a little bit to press it up. This is pretty much going to be the limiting factor for the weight you use. So the overhead press is going to be the most challenging one here. If you're moving ahead, the knee to opposite elbow is next. You're going to be in that push-up position. Bring the one knee up and across and tap your elbow to your knee, or sorry, tap your knee to your elbow. And we do 10 each. Last one is either a band or dumbbell row. If you have one of these super bands, just loop it around the bottom of your feet like that, sit tall, and then pulling your elbows back behind you. If you want to use a dumbbell, you can post up like this. Like if we were in the gym, we'd have a hand on the bench. You row like that. So whatever you need there based on the equipment that you have. You can also do a kind of a version of that with the band. If you just step on the band with your front foot and row here, that actually works pretty well because you can vary the resistance. Okay, so we're back to the top here. If you're ready to go, go ahead and go with 20 jumping jacks. Ten goblet squats. Ten shoulder press. Okay, 10 knee to opposite elbow. I'm taking attendance here, gang. Jen, try grabbing each end of the band. So if you, I can't see what kind of band you have. Oh yeah, you aren't gonna be able to grab both ends of that. Okay, that works. Do what you're doing. Good work. Where are you here?
Extra jumping jacks.
Okay, we're back up to the top, and by we, I mean Kelly. All right, jumping jacks, here we go. On that goblet squat, really check in, make sure both feet are pushing equally hard through the floor. The handle of the weight should be right up under your chin. Your hands should be up close to your chin, nice and tight to your chest. Shoulder presses after the squats. Ten's a lot. I know, 10 reps. Remember, if you need to use legs to help out a little bit with the shoulder press, that's okay. It's not cheating. After knee to opposite elbow, we're going to a row. Just make sure on the row that we're sitting nice and tall. We have a nice tall spine, nice and long from your waistband to the top of your head. Okay, that's 3 rounds through it. Okay, so we're 3 rounds through here. Getting back into 4th round of jumping jacks. We're gonna do 5 rounds total, guys. Ready? Here we go. Jumping jacks one more time. These feel great on my hip. Knee to opposite elbow. Seated row is last. just for a little frame of reference as to how long this has been going on, when we started these 7 a.m. workouts, it was dark the whole time. Now it's light outside, and when we do these workouts, so that's cool. We got that going for us. Okay, last round here. Okay, last time through, 20 jumping jacks. Here we go. Goblet squats. Change the weight as you need to here. We are doing 50 reps of shoulder press on each side in about 13 minutes. So that is quite a few. So feel free to change the weight if you need to, if you can, or if you have that equipment. Remember, we're just doing 5 rounds here today. If you're ahead of us, once you get done with the 5, you can be done. Or you can circle back for another round if you want to, if you feel like it. This is short on time. It'll only be about 15 minutes of real work. But still pretty good sweat nonetheless. Okay. Just checking in with everybody. Okay. How's everything in the Stevens house? Everything going all right? Is Brody home? So Brody's home, and I have not yet seen him on one of these workouts.
They're doing Zoom workouts as a team.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they do like that Peloton app.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what Coach told them. So they're at least all doing the same thing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I've offered him like, hey, you could get up, and he's like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I would chirp him, but he's definitely the kind of guy who would get up and do it with us. So no chirping
there. I won't let him come in and threaten you or anything.
All right, that sounds good.
All right, see ya. Have a good day.
See you guys. You too. Thanks, everybody. Go on about your days.